Good evening. We're going to open the City of Moraine Board of Zoning Appeals public hearing relating to Board of Zoning Appeals Case 2024-02. Do we have our roll?
We do that at the meeting.
We're
Yep,
going
yep.
that into the meeting.
Yep.
Fine. Then can we have our staff report, please?
Alrighty, good evening, everyone. Tonight's BZA case 2024-02. The information and background on this BZA case. The appellant is Joshua Potter. The location is 3955 Infirmary Road, also city lot number 4846. The zoning is in District R2. And the appellant requests an appeal to Moraine Codified Ordinances Sections MCO 1181.04 Section B. An accessory building may be erected detached from the principal building. No detached accessory building shall be erected in any required yard except a rear yard. The description of this case, the appellant requests to add a 30 width by 60 length by 12 foot high, 1,800 square foot pole barn in the front yard of the 2.28 acre property that is zoned R2. The pole barn is proposed to be located in the south portion of the front yard, with trees to surround all three sides of the pole barn, with the driveway portion to the north to be open to the existing driveway. This location was proposed by the applicant due to the extreme sloping of the rear yard. The rear, or the west end of the pole barn, if you're looking from the street, the back of the pole barn, will be aligned with the front of the single-family structure. A minimal amount of trees will be removed for the placement of the pole barn. Some comments I did want to share from a BZA letter that went out to the neighboring property owners on January 8th, 2024. On January 17th, 2024, I received a phone call from a neighbor at 3990 Infirmary Road. This neighbor expressed concern on the front yard pole barn becoming an eyesore. She also expressed concern on decreasing property value, and she also expressed concern on if it would be used down the road for business use and storage of heavy equipment. After reviewing all this, the technical review committee, which consisted of Michael Davis, city manager, myself, Doug Hatcher, the fire inspector, and Beth Waters, the permit secretary, we found that to not have any objections to the proposed pole barn location as outlined in the description and on the map shown. I have nothing further, but if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer anything. Yes.
I know this may be a trivial matter, but as I was reviewing things, I noted in the statute or ordinance or whatever, there is a comment relating to the height of such structures being 15 feet.
Yes.
This indicates a 16-foot high eave. Am I reading that correctly, that that is also?
It's 12 foot high.
It's 12, yeah.
I'm seeing the 16.
Oh, you're looking there, I was looking in
The
this.
building itself says
Oh, okay.
16-foot eave height.
I didn't look.
I'm not making a big deal out of it, but I am noting that there is something that I hadn't seen mentioned before. I don't think that significantly impacts the issues at hand, but I
Yeah, you're right.
was curious that it wasn't at least noted.
Because I went off the image there on the, right there where it says 30 by 60 by 12.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one here that says the enclosed gabled end building, 30-foot wide, 16-foot eve height with box frame. That's okay. I mean, it's not like we're looking at a 3-story building here, right?
Correct.
Let us take it as, if this were in fact true, that this is 16, that wouldn't change the conclusion you've reached, which is this seems to be an acceptable situation.
Yes, that would be up to you to determine if you would find that acceptable.
Okay?
If it does hold true, if we were to imagine that being the said case and everything, then that would be another ordinance from the Marine Code that we would have to pull into this and everything.
Okay, but as things stand, as you see it, that has no impact on your position.
Correct. Yes.
Excellent, thank you very much. Any other questions for staff? Okay. All right, anyone, opponents or proponents who wishes to speak, you don't have to, but if you'd like to.
The dimensions the gentleman's reading off of, that's from the manufacturer, so I believe that the 16 might be an error because he's reading 30 by 60 by 12, and that's straight from the manufacturer of the pole.
It was just a query on my part, seeing the discrepancy. Okay. Anybody else would like to comment? Seeing none, we will close the hearing, the public hearing on BZA 2024-02 at 6:07 PM. All right, everybody set? All set? All right. I call to order the Board of Zoning Appeals. It is February 6, 2024 at 6:07 PM. May we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Bond?
Here.
Mrs. Duff?
Here.
Mr. Kempe?
Here. Thank you. Everyone has had an opportunity to look at the minutes. Are there any changes, additions, or deletions? No. Seeing none, the minutes are approved. On to the discussion at hand, the decision regarding BZA 2024-02. Any comments from the rest of the members? Any questions we have, or are we prepared?
I'm prepared.
Then let us have a motion to approve.
I motion to approve.
I'll second.
Mrs. Duff?
Yes.
Mrs. Bond?
Yes.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes. Is there any other business that someone can make us aware of? Seeing none, we call the meeting for the Board of Zoning Appeals to an end. We are closing at 6:08. Thank you very much, everyone.
I think that's the short.
The other one was 6:09.